But anyways, I was just like, you kept popping this like guy.
Hi, everybody! Are we good at the angles, or do you want to move this over a little bit? I think we're good.
Oh, that looks great.
Yay!
Okay, cool. Hey guys, if you're just signing in, why don't you take a moment? Beatrice has a hand towel. We're going to use hand towels today as props. So if you have a moment, or even like a small pillow, just something that you could put in your inner thighs or behind your legs for extra hamstring work. So you've got about 3 minutes before we get started. So go ahead and grab that in your mat and we'll get ready to go.
That's it.
That's it. We're so glad you could join us today.
Megan's here.
Yay. Oh, yeah. Hi, Megan. Hope you're feeling well today. I think that's it so far.
People will get on.
At least the live chat. It doesn't show who's on, it just shows the live chat. So it's not like Zoom, you can see all the participants.
Oh.
At least I don't think so. Megan says, hi Dee, hi Jen. Just feels good to be in the space.
Just
out of the house for an hour.
For me, it's like the first, I went to the store one day, and that was a production setting, and that comes in, big comes in my house, I like every single piece of grocery, and it was a lot. So that was one day, and I haven't gone out. I mean, outside has to walk with them. I haven't gone places. So weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's so weird. Like I got out to, I hadn't driven.
My mom should be here too, right, Mom? That's from Megan, so hopefully Megan's mom is watching. Polly Price. She says, hi ladies, so happy you're doing this, thank you. Hi Polly, we won't be playing music, but feel free to break into dance at any time. Hi Yvette, I'm glad you could join us. So we'll get started here in just another minute. Again, if you are just signing on, hey Ashley, good to see you, good to see you. If you're just signing on, please grab a hand towel. We're going to be using it sporadically today. Ooh, Yvette's in Wisconsin. Nice. That's really awesome about all this streaming technology. I taught a class, what day was it? Monday. And there was somebody from Arizona, somebody from Chicago, just brings everybody together. So, okay, my watch says noon, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So have your hand towels close by. Obviously, you all have your mats. I have my red party pants on today. I think we could all use a little bit of color. But we're going to start sitting down. So I'm going to be moving up and around today, but Beatrice will just continue to do the whole class. So if obviously you're going to be concentrating on your own workout, but if there's something I'm cueing verbally and you don't quite understand, you can take a peek at Beatrice. She's been doing Pilates for 10-ish years, maybe a little longer, something like that. Time flies by. But anyway, just have your towels close by. You don't need them quite yet. We're going to start seated with our feet about hip distance apart. And then take your hands and grab your thighs and sit up nice and tall so your weight is on top of your sit bones. Just think about this nice long line you have from your sit bones all the way up through the crown of your head. Now just a deep breath in and allow your rib cage to open out into the side, to the back, and then exhale all that air out. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. So you all are going to keep breathing. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the breathing we use in Pilates. So as you inhale through the nose, you're going to feel the rib cage expand in the sides and in the back. So you're really filling out the lower lobes of your lungs. And as you exhale, start to draw your navel up and in towards your spine, towards your rib cage, to force that air out. Now, when you're breathing in, try to keep just a little bit of engagement in your abdominals. But when you exhale, you're going to force the air out. You'll feel that engagement increase. Let's do our last breath together. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, take a deep breath in to prepare, and on your exhale, just tilt your pelvis and roll down into a nice long C curve. Keep your hands where they're at so you get an extra back stretch. Then inhale to sit all the way back up tall, ears and shoulders above your pelvis. Exhale, tilt the pelvis and roll back down. And inhale to rise back up. We'll do this 2 more times, keeping your heels grounded. Scoop and round. So remember, every movement's going to start with some kind of core activation. Inhale up. Maybe it's just even stabilization. And exhale to roll back. Now stay here. Take an inhale. Release your grip. On your exhale, raise your arms, biceps up by your ears. Inhale, lower your arms just to shoulder height. Exhale, scoop to reach. Inhale, lower. We'll do 2 more of those. Letting your elbows soften and shoulders stay away from your earlobes. 1 more. Now hold the arms up. Let your knees open out to the side and round your spine forward over your legs. Still actively drawing your navel up and in. Then rise all the way up tall. Press your feet down so you close your knees. Tilt and roll back down. Raise your arms. Inhale. Allow the knees to open. Exhale, round all the way over your legs. And inhale to sit up tall. Let's take our arms up this time as we close the knees. Tilt and roll back. Exhale. Inhale, knees open, giving you a little more space now to exhale and round forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Feet go down. Last time. Tilt and roll. Inhale, open the knees. Exhale, round all the way over. And inhale to rise up. Closing the knees, let your arms release down. Now I'm a little too far back, so I'm going to scoot forward. Everyone grab your towel, maybe roll it up a little bit so you have some cushion, and then put it in between your knees or your inner thighs. You might want to walk your feet a little bit closer. Reach your arms forward. Now roll down 1 vertebra at a time until your head is all the way down onto your mat. Then keep your feet like halfway out, not too straight, but a little longer than what we would start with a normal bridge. And with your head and your arms now pressed into the back of your shoulders, squeeze your triceps, squeeze the towel, and imprint your lower back towards the mat by drawing your pubic bone towards your navel. Inhale to release. So squeeze the towel as you imprint, as you tilt your pelvis. And then release your pelvis back to neutral so there's a little space under your lumbar spine. Exhale, guide that space, or try to shorten or decrease that space, and then release. So we'll do 2 more of those, just finding a connection here between your ribs and your hips, and engaging your inner thighs at the same time. 1 more tilt, and hold that imprint, and then roll your spine up through the lower back, middle back, upper back. You should feel quite a bit of hamstrings. Inhale at the top. Exhale to close your ribs and roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Return your pelvis back to neutral so you have that space again. Inhale to stay. Exhale, squeeze the towel, imprint, and heel up. If this is too much for your hamstrings, walk your feet closer toward your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. And we'll do 2 more of these. Deep breath in to stay. Exhale to imprint and roll up. Keep a large opening between shoulder to shoulder. Use your next exhale and roll all the way back down. Again, return to neutral so your sacrum's heavy on the mat. Last time. Imprint and heel all the way up. Now, take baby steps to walk your heels closer toward your seat. That's it. So you're more in a normal bridge. A little less hamstrings, maybe a little more in the glutes. Take an inhale. On your next exhale, lift both heels up. Inhale, press both heels down. Squeeze the towel. As you lift your heels, release the squeeze to lower your heels. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Now, Bee's doing a really nice job. Keep moving as I talk. She's doing a really nice job of pressing into the balls of her big toes as she lifts her heels. So you're not just allowing your inside feet to really splay apart. One more, and keep that heel lift. Good, take an inhale, lower your pelvis halfway to the mat. Exhale, squeeze your towel as you lift your pelvis back up. Inhale, lower halfway, pressing your balls of your feet to lift. Good, inhale down, exhale, squeeze to lift. Now, as you're lowering and lifting your pelvis, you notice, what do you feel going on in your head and your neck? If you feel a lot of tension in your neck, you might be lifting it a little too high, maybe shift weight towards your feet, towards your lower body. One more, lower and lift. Good, inhale to lower your heels back down. Exhale to roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Now create that imprint, that little pelvic tilt, pulling your navel towards your rib cage. Then lift both legs into a tabletop position. Open your arms out wide to the side. Let's go palms up. So if you're tight through your chest, you might feel a little shoulder stretch here. I want everyone to think about pulling their front ribs towards their back ribs. Right there, that automatically engages more abdominals for stabilizing. On your next inhale, tilt your legs to the right side, keeping your left shoulder blade down. On your exhale, squeeze the tail and pull your legs back to center, switching sides. Inhale to tilt to the left. Exhale, squeeze back to center. As you keep moving side to side at this deliberate pace, think more about what's going on in the waist. So when you're preparing to come back to center, it's the opposite oblique you're thinking about. So if you're moving to the left, engage to the right side of your abdominal wall. If you're moving to the right, think about the left side of your abdominal wall, returning your pelvis back to the mat. Let's do one more each direction, moving with your breath. One last, inhale to the left, exhale, come all the way back to center. Reach your arms overhead, go bicep to the ears, so all the way overhead. Now right there, if your ribs are really open, I want you to slide your rib cage down towards your hip bones. Good, but your arms are active. Keep squeezing the arms, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders off the mat. Reach your fingertips towards the bottom of the mat. Take a breath in to stay. Exhale, lower your head down, arms reach back overhead. So we're doing 100 prep. Inhale, pause. Exhale to that high curl, nice feet. Inhale to hold it. Exhale to lower all the way back down. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl. Pause right here. Make sure your chin position is such that your eyes are directed towards your knees. Start pumping your arms. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. And out. Now, can you extend your legs? And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Curl higher. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that curl. Squeeze the towel. Let's do 2 more sets of 10. Last one. Stop, bend your knees. Grab your hamstrings with your elbows wide. Curl a little higher. So you feel your abdominals working, but you can take a moment and maybe turn your head side to side. We're going to do a second set of 100. Just notice for the first set, did you feel a lot of work in your core? If you felt it in your lower back, take your legs a little higher or bend your knees. So with your eyes back to center, reach your arms long, lengthen your legs. We'll start there. And in 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 10. In 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 20. With every exhale, squeeze the towel. 30. Release that extra squeeze and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 40. Concentrate on the upper abdominals. And if you feel tension in your head and neck, you can do this with your head down. In and out. Inhale, we're almost done. Exhale. One more set. And out. And stop. Bend your knees. Set your feet back to where we started class. Farther from your seat than in a normal bridge. Take a breath in. Exhale, round all the way up and over your legs. And roll halfway back now, back to that C curve, no lower than like the top of your tailbone. So right here, like just below your waistband. Now rotate to the right side and reach the right arm along that same direction. And then return back to center and switch sides. So when we alternate, it really doesn't matter which side you start with. Just remember, so you can do even reps on both sides. Twist and return. Inhale, exhale. Twist, return. Just give me one more in each direction. Then come all the way back to center. Hold that deep scoop. Notice how B is really pulling in her low belly, the space between her hip bones. Take an inhale, stay. Exhale, go down 1 inch deeper. Inhale, lift up an inch. Go down an inch, lift up an inch. For 3 more. Maybe squeeze a towel more as you're going down 2. Last 1. Good. And roll all the way down onto the mat. Straighten your legs. Flex your ankles. Take your arms overhead. Remember to keep the front ribs slightly closed. On your next exhale, round all the way up and over your legs and pause. Let's dorsiflex your ankles like you're pressing your feet to the mirror, the wall in front of you. Now begin to roll down slowly, tilting your pelvis first. The rest of your spine follows, 1 vertebra at a time. Take a reach overhead, inhale, exhale. Use your exhale to round up and over that. Forceful breath out. Begin to roll back. The low belly pulls in first and roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Good. 2 more. Inhale, exhale up and over. So it's about the spine here, not about the hamstrings. Slowly roll all the way back down. Last one. Up and over. Good. Breathe in. Roll halfway down again. So just halfway down. This time, connect your hands. Intertwine your fingers, but release your pointer fingers. Keep that pointer finger connection in line with your sternum. Your legs will stay the same length. On your next inhale, twist to the right side. Exhale, pull back to center and then to the left side. And back to center. So as you continue alternating sides, you have your legs squeezed together and rounded down into your mat. They're not moving anywhere. The range of motion you're finding is from your waist. Now you could let the arms go a little bit bigger as long as you don't lose, good, that rotation from the rib cage. Last 2. Last 1, good. Now take your arms up overhead, circle them out to the side, good. Palms can face forward or up, your choice. Now chest float, little lift up for 8, 7, 6, nicely, 5, 4, ankles still dorsiflexed, 2, last 1, round all the way up and over your legs. Good. Sit up tall, take the towel out for now. And just open your legs wide. Maybe shake them out a little bit. And then bring your arms, just reach them forward. And take a spine stretch like you're reaching towards the space between your feet. Now in a spine stretch, we don't sink down. We actually lengthen up and then forward. And as you continue to press your sits bones down, just let the crown of your head reach forward across the room. Take another breath in. Exhale, sit all the way up top. Now, bend your knees, slide your feet together. Again, I'm going to need space behind me. Make sure you have that too. Hold on to your shins, or the space just below your knees, and then slide your heels towards your seat as your weight goes to the back of your sit bones. Use those same muscles you were just using in that spine stretch to round your spine. Bringing your shoulders above your hip bones. Now, take an inhale to rock to your shoulder blades. And exhale to roll back up and balance at the top. Inhale, rock. Exhale, balance. So I know in like power vinyasa, Megan calls this rock and roll. In Pilates, we call this rolling like a ball. You might even try some deck squats later. You're welcome, Lauren. 2 more. Last one. Pause. Now grab your ankles. And straighten your back, lifting your sternum forward and through your shoulders. Then extend your right leg and your left leg. Now, maybe you can't get your legs all the way straight. I've ridden my Peloton bike like 8 days in a row, which I've never done, so I'm a little more tight. It's all good. It's all good. So if you need to bend your knees here, in order to get your upper back longer, take that option. We're going to come into a rock on this later on, but for now, let's just round back into our C curve. Move your hands back to your shins. Take 3 more rocks. Inhale, exhale. So you're starting your exhale as you begin to roll back up. And pause. Let's take another stretch. Lengthening your spine and your legs. And if you're flexible, maybe you want to dorsiflex your ankles. Maybe you want to grab the bottoms of your toes. If your legs are wider than your shoulders, can you bring them closer together? Draw your shoulders into the sockets. Bend your knees. Last set of rolling like a ball. Inhale, exhale, 3. Now this time we're going to take a transition at the end to our single leg stretch. So pause. Now roll down to your shoulder blades. Hug your right leg in, reach your left leg long. So today for single leg stretch, I want you to press your tailbone down into the mat. And then how close to your shoulder can you get your knee without shortening this right side? Switch and hold there. So we're not allowing our pelvis to move up into a rib cage. You would be. Now let's start to flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So one leg is reaching long as the other knee is pulled in. Again, if there's tension in your neck, head can go down or hands to the back of the head. Right away, let's switch to obliques. Hands to the back of the head, and we twist side to side. Now your elbows are in your peripheral vision. So we're not moving from the elbows. The elbows are moving because we're moving the ribs. We're moving from the waist. 4, 3, 2, come back to center with your legs. Curl up a little bit higher. If you need a break, take it. Extend your legs towards the ceiling. Lower your right leg all the way down. Flex that ankle. Flex the ankle of your top leg. Lower your head down. We're going to go arms open for our single leg circles. So notice again how both ankles are dorsiflexed. And as I look at Beatrice from the top, she has even length through both sides. Just because her left leg is in the air doesn't mean that that side is really short. So for just a moment, I want you to open your leg that's in the air out to the same side. Can you keep the opposite hip bone down? That's your goal. Then bring that leg all the way up and move it past your midline without lifting the hip. So that range is going to be limited, and pull all the way back up. Now that was the size of your circle. Let's do 5 starting to the outside. Inhale, exhale around 5. Putting the brakes on at the top. 3, 2, 1, pause, reverse. Inhale, exhale around. Using your core, using your abdominals to stabilize. 2, 1, pause at the top. Hands to the back of your head, curl so you can see your legs, and switch your legs. So before we move on, Beatrice, and I even told her this Monday, pull her right rib cage. She needs to pull her right rib cage in. So take a moment, maybe you can see if your left leg's in line or your bottom leg's in line with that hip socket. Good. Now lower your head, your arms will go back out to the side. Pause and open your leg to the same side. And then bring it back up and reach it across without the pelvis lifting. Bring it all the way back up. Now your circles. Out, down, across, up. Making it only as large as you can stabilize your torso, your shoulders, your head and neck. After 5, switch directions. Now use that bottom leg, the one on the mat. Squeeze the muscles, press it down. After 5th circle, curl up again, hands to the back of the head. This time, point your toes, both feet. Lift your left leg to a 45-degree angle. Good. Now the top leg, lower it to the height of the bottom leg, and then lift it back up. Again, lower, lift. If you need to change the angle of the bottom leg, do that. So you still feel the core control, not your lower back. Now pause, switch the legs. Good, so her lower leg is at that approximately 45-degree angle. Inhale, lower your top leg, exhale to bring it back up. You have to squeeze the muscles on the non-moving leg. It's not just dead weight in the air. One more. Good. Now reach towards the top ankle. Grab that ankle with your hands and pull that leg in. And just for a moment, press the bottom leg into your mat. So you're getting a little hamstring stretch. And do the same thing on the other side. Switch. Now again, bottom leg isn't resting. It's pushing down into the mat. You're creating opposition. Now, lift that bottom leg a little bit higher than the pelvis. So you can go a little lower. There you go. So maybe Beatrice, because she knows how to control this from her abs and not just rest in her glute, she can go about the height of her hip. Now you're going to scissor switch. Use an inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So no pulse, just a switch. Yeah, you got it. So you're inhaling, inhaling, exhaling, exhaling. So like we did with single leg stretch, we're going to transition right into obliques. So one more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, hands to the head, switch. Same breathing. Breathe in for 2, out for 2. Good. In for 2, out for 2. Again, you're not moving from the elbows. Your hands, let them support the weight of your head. You guys are doing great. One more breath. In and out, out. Stop. Bring both legs all the way back up. Take an inhale, turn out to your Pilates V. Exhale, lower your legs to your lower range. Inhale, lift them back up. Scoop your ass deeper as your legs go low and lift. So don't worry if your range isn't what Beatrice is doing. Like I said, she's been doing Pilates for years. Whatever your range is, it's great as long as you're feeling that core control. Let's do 2 more here. At the last one, leave your legs at that low angle and beat your heels. Let's breathe. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out. Now crisscross the ankles. Same breathing. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. Can you stabilize your pelvis? Move from the inner thighs with that turn out of the legs. Last breath in. And out, and stop, bend your knees. Let's reach your legs long onto our mats. Reach your arms towards your toes and round all the way up and over your legs. And then we're going to switch onto all fours. So hands on your shoulders, curl your toes under, knees underneath your hips. Take an inhale to stay, exhale, hover the knees. So just like an inch, maybe 2 off the mat, keeping your spine long. Take another breath in, and on your exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling without moving your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine all the way back out. Exhale, lower the knees. So, changing the breathing a little. Inhale to hover your knees. Exhale to round, scooping the belly first. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale to lower the knees. 2 more. Ground out to the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Now, instead of lowering, I'm going to walk my hands forward. So is B because she's towards the back of the mat. So either hands forward or feet back so you're in a high plank position. Now, first of all, our butts are not up, they're not drooping down. You're in a strong, lifted plank position. Then we can do all kinds of fun stuff from here, but right now, what we're going to do is go to our forearms in a forearm plank. So with this forearm plank, we're going as parallel as possible with our arms. Good. Now that is affected by the amount of shoulder range you have. So just as much as you can, get your fingertips in line with your elbow. Good. And we're just going to stay here for a few moments. And so technically, planks are not really a Pilates exercise, but they're a great exercise to do to concentrate on breathing when you're not moving, which is really important. A lot of us tend to hold our breaths. Take one more breath in, one more exhale, and if you need a break, take it. Then come right back up. I'm sorry, if you're taking a break, you can stay on your forearms. So from this position, bend your left knee to a 90-degree bend in the air. Then pulse that foot to the ceiling, little pulse up. So notice, if you're looking, if you're working, great, stay focused. But she's not moving her pelvis, she's squeezing her glute to create this lift. Okay, good. Now put your toes back down, switch sides, and pulse from that side. So your abdominals are really supporting underneath. Your supporting leg is really straight and strong, engaged. Do 2 more. And then place your toes back down. Now make your way back to a high plank. Good. Take an inhale, exhale, lower your knees, and then grab your towel and put it in between your inner thighs, somewhere where you can get the towel to stay, and make your way back to your forearm plank. Your feet are going to be really close. Remember, at any time you can go to your knees for any kind of plank. So make your way down to your forearms, parallel forearms again. Good. So now your hips up to the head are going to stay really still. Soften your knees so they bend towards the mat, and then squeeze the towel as you lengthen your legs. Inhale, soften. Exhale, lengthen. That's it. Good. So every squeeze of the towel, you're gently drawing your navel up and in. You're pressing your heels towards an imaginary wall behind you. So right here, as you straighten your legs, you're getting as long as you can from the crown of the head to your heels. Last 2, and lift. Last 1, squeeze, lift, hold. If this is challenging enough, stay here. If you can do 1 more layer, point your right toes as you inhale. Exhale, lower your toes. Left side, inhale. And exhale down. Right, inhale. Exhale, lower. Left, inhale. Exhale, lower. Give me 4 more. And down. And 3. And 2. Last 1, come back to 2 feet down. We've got a little more of a challenge to do. Point your right toes and pulse that leg in towards the towel. Small in. So it's just a very small range. Moving that leg in like an inch or 2. 3, 2, 1, put your foot down. Lift the other set of toes with a gentle point and pulse in and in. Good. So there's really no movement except that coming from your left inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. Place your feet down. Make your way back to your hands into your high plank. Give me 3 push-ups. Narrow your grip if you need to. Pilates push-ups are narrow grip. So inhale to lower down. Exhale to press up. Good. Nice and smooth. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. 1 more. Lower. Press up and release to your knees. Remove that towel. Then make your way onto your front. So you're lying all the way down. And let's begin here with our arms hand stacked underneath our head. So your hands are going to form a little pillow for your forehead so that your nose isn't necessarily digging into the mat. With your legs pressing down into the mat, tops of the feet down, you're gently drawing your navel in. And that will just help take any arch, unnecessary arch, out of your lower back. Squeeze your glutes. If you can squeeze your legs together, do that. If that bothers your lower back, open your feet or open your legs slightly. So the legs will stay grounded. And as you inhale, lift your upper body, including your arms. Keep your hands glued to your forehead. Good. And lower all the way back to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen forward to create that lift. Exhale to release. Now we're going to make it smaller range. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lower halfway. Lengthen, reach forward and up. Down, reach forward and up. Now you can switch out the breathing. You can inhale, exhale up if you need that extra core stability. If you feel it too much in your lower back, just try reversing your breath. Now lift and hold. Reach your arms open to a T. Turn your thumbs up to the ceiling. Now reach your arms out and up. Out and up. So this movement comes mostly from the back of your shoulders. You're still drawing your front ribs to your back ribs. You're still squeezing your legs together. Use your exhales to lift the arms. 4, lift 3, lift 2, lift 1. Return your hands back to your forehead. Stack the other hand on top and release all the way back down. Keep your upper body down. Turn your heels in, your toes out, so you have a Pilates V. Still drawing your low belly in. Lengthen your legs away from the mat and start beating your heels. Quick little beats. And use that same breath. In for 4 we used before and out for 4. In for 4 and out for 4. Can you straighten your legs, squeeze your quads so there's no bend in your knees and you're moving from the inner thighs. Take one last breath. In for 4, keep beating, out for 4. Stop. Return your legs back to parallel. Get rid of that turnout. Lower your legs all the way back down. Good. Curl your toes and place your hands underneath your shoulders with your elbows in the air. You might need to do this from your knees. On your exhale, find a high plank, lifting your body in one piece. So we're going to do some up stretches to snakes. So it's a good articulation of the spine. So on your inhale, lift your tailbone up and back, more up than back even, keeping your heels high. Now you're going to tilt your pelvis to coil through your spine, nice, and roll forward all the way up through the crown of your head back to your plank. Let's do 2 more of those. So lift your tail, you inhale. Now you could add a lower lift of your heels, especially if you need a quick calf stretch. Now on your exhale, roll through your spine, rounding through the lower, middle, upper back, and then lengthening them out sequentially. 1 more. Lift, lower your heels, lift, and roll through your spine. Find that high plank. 3 more, same narrow grip push-ups. This time, 2 counts down, 2 counts up. Inhale, lower, lower, exhale, press for 2. Take it down, down, press up for 2. 1 more, lower, and lift. Good. Take an inhale, lower all the way to your knees, just your knees. Good. And then move your way off your hands. Come into, I call it a high kneeling position. So you're just strictly on your knees. And you can release your wrists a little bit if they need that. Stretch them out. All right, so let's separate our feet so that they're about hip width apart. Grab your towel and tuck it behind your right knee. If this becomes too much, this can be a lot on your hamstrings. If it's too much, just ditch the towel. Then make your way onto your hands and your left knee. Your hands are shoulders, or for more of a challenge, form a diamond shape with your hands, connecting the pointers and the thumbs. That diamond shape is right underneath your upper chest. So we're going to take that right knee, that up leg, down towards the mat and squeeze to lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, squeeze to lift. So your leg is just moving straight up, straight down, but you squeeze the seat to initiate that lift. Now hold the leg in the air. Your bottom foot is towards the ceiling, but we're going to take that leg out to the side without moving your pelvis. This is external rotation, and pull the leg back into parallel. Turn the knee out without moving your hip, and rotate back. So pelvis is not moving at all. We're getting the work from the external rotators. 2 more, and we're going to hold that position. Come all the way back. Now turn out and hold. And pulse the shape of your leg up and up and up. Again, if the towel falls, just leave it fall. But you should feel now outer glute as well as hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return that leg all the way back to parallel. Hold that position. If your hands aren't open underneath your shoulders, take them there. Reach your opposite arm by your ear. So left arm up by your ear. Now we're going to draw knee and elbow together as we round our spine. Make a footprint to the ceiling as you lengthen. And exhale, scoop round. And lengthen. Again, core engages first. Low belly pulls up. And reach. 1 more time and hold that connection. Keep pressing your right hand into the mat. Keep drawing your knee up towards your navel, towards your chest. Then lengthen all the way back out and lower your hand, lower your knee down. Rise up into a high knee leg position, taking a towel out. That leg you just worked, let's just stretch that hamstring before we switch sides. So your leg can move forward, heel down, toes up, and just add a slight hinge forward from your torso. And then rise all the way up, and we'll put the towel behind the other knee. Coming onto your hands, again, either under shoulders or diamond shape. Footprint the ceiling, and then lower the knee down and lift it up. So again, every lift, you're thinking about your glutes. Pretend there's resistance, like there's pressure pushing down on your foot as it lifts. Now let's keep the next lift and rotate that leg open and bring it back to parallel. As you return it back to parallel, lift it an inch higher. That's going to prevent it from dropping like it will want to do. Inhale, exhale. Use the left inner thigh to squeeze the leg back in. Now leave the knee turned out and pulse the leg up. Left hip bone is still facing down. Everybody has a different amount of external rotation here. You're just doing what you can do. Hip bone square to the mat. 4, 3, 2, bring that leg back to parallel. Hands under shoulders. Squeeze that left leg a little higher as you reach your right arm by your ear. On your exhale, round, knee and elbow move together. Inhale, reach, press the foot up. Exhale, scoop first to initiate the round back. Inhale, lengthen. The exhales automatically engage more obliques. They make us stronger in each movement. Now hold. Hold. Keep pulling navel up and in towards your lower back. Press your left hand in the mat. Draw the left knee up. 3, 2, 1, lengthen all the way, and place your hand and knee down. Take the towel, put it off to the side as you stretch that left hamstring. Next class, I think I'll make it interactive. It'll be by request. All right, let's make our way seated. So I'm gonna have Beatrice, you're gonna sit on your left hip, and I'm gonna sit on my right hip, but we're gonna face the computer. So we're moving into side bends. So side bends, start with your hand, your sporting hand out a little bit, out from under your shoulder. So you can start on either hip, okay? I'm just gonna cue you from top and bottom legs. So take your top arm and put it on top of that bent top knee. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, try straightening both legs, squeezing the inner thighs to side bend. So we're really up through the top rib, and then release all the way back down. Now you can do this with your bottom knee down. Let's go again. You can do this with your bottom knee down, pushing your hips forward and up, and release. 2 more. Breathing into that top side rib, and release. 1 more time. All the way up into that side bend, and release. So that side bend is different than a plank. Let's make our way into a plank now. So we're more in a long line now. We don't have that opening through our top rib cage. Good. Now we're going to dip our hips down as we sweep our top arm down. Now let's lift into a side bend, reaching up and over. And dip down. Your eyes can go towards that moving hand, or they can go towards the floor. Just make sure your neck feels okay, and you're keeping your bottom ear out of your bottom shoulder. 1 more. Dip, and lift. Now make your way back to your plank. Take your bottom knee, put it onto the mat, squeeze the glutes so you can lift your top leg. Now take your top hand, put it either to your forehead or the back of your head, elbow points up. Lift that top leg a little higher. Kick it forward. Let's pulse 1 time forward, point and sweep it back. Flex your ankle, kick forward, forward, point, sweep back. The bottom glute is engaged the whole time. And forward, forward, point, sweep back. 2 more. Upper body is still. Last one. Hold that leg back. Reach your top arm to the ceiling. Lower your top hand to the mat. Open your bottom hand a little bit wider. You can turn your back foot or your bottom foot a little bit if you need to, but we're just going to lift that top leg higher and pulse. So really rotate your upper body. Try to square your shoulders to the mat. You'll feel work in your waist as well as your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your bottom hand back underneath your nose. Spin to face forward again, maybe adjusting your bottom foot. Reach back up towards the ceiling. Now take your top foot all the way to the mat and just stretch through your side body. And then rise all the way up. Let's bend both knees, come on to both knees. Relax your arms, roll your shoulders back. So that was the first side. We've got the second side, so these are going to switch sides. And I'm just going to cue you through this round because you know what's coming. So leg straight or bottom knee stays down. You can inhale or exhale, whatever breathing works for you. Twice all the way up and over, and then smooth return back to the mat. Good. Big reach. Find that space in your side body and slow return. So there's no heavy return back to the mat. It's all fluid. Nice. One more time. In that full big side bend and return back down. Now on your next inhale, lift into a plank. Dip your hip as you exhale, sweep your bottom hand down. Inhale up and use that side bend. Exhale to dip. Again, you can reverse the breath and lift up. Big side bend and lower. And notice how much you're using your legs. Are you really squeezing your legs together to get you into that side bend? You should be. Good. One more time, all the way up and into your side bend. Return to your plank. Bend your bottom knee to the mat. Lift your top leg hip height. Flex your ankle. Top hand either goes to your forehead or the back of your head. Bring your leg forward. Pulse it even farther. Point, sweep it back. Inhale, forward. Pulse, exhale, sweep back. Forward, forward, sweep back. Inhale, inhale, reach back. Can you keep the leg at the same height the whole time? And last one, leave the leg behind you. Reach your top arm to the ceiling. 2, take that hand down to the mat. Open your bottom hand a little wider. Make sure your bottom knee feels okay where it's at. Good. And then pulse that leg out and up. And there's probably going to be a little extension in your lower back. That's okay. That's not a bad thing as long as it feels comfortable for you. Lengthen your leg with every lift. Nice. Now try to get your glute to jump. Squeeze lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom hand returns underneath your nose. Spin back. Good. That's it. Now lower your top foot to the mat and side bend. Just take that stretch. And if you need to turn one way or the other, you can do that as well. Then facing forward, top arm to the ceiling. Bend your top knee and bring that knee all the way back to the mat and relax your arms down. Very nice. Now have a seat on your mat facing forward. I promised you before open leg rocker, the rolling part, so we're going to do that next. So let's start first with let's start from this way. There's all kinds of ways you can get into it, but with your legs as wide as they're going to be when they're in the air, pull your low belly in, squeeze your sits bones together, and take your arms forward. Now add a little hinge back. You should feel the muscles kind of drawing your front ribs together. Lift one leg at a time, grabbing it. Weight goes to the back of your sit bones. The other leg lifts. Good. Nice and long and open. Then you tilt from your pelvis to round your back, roll your shoulder blades, and then balance, lift, and lengthen. Inhale, same breathing as rolling like a ball. Exhale, lift, lengthen. So the movement, always about the spine first. So if the tight hamstrings are pulling on your pelvis, you should bend your knees so that you feel like you're able to move the pelvis to initiate that rock. 2 more, and open. It's okay if it feels wobbly. Every day is different. 1 more, and hold. Squeeze the legs together. Float your arms forward. Knees can bend here. Take your arms up. Lower your arms back to shoulder height. 2 more. Keep breathing as you move. And lower. Pull the front ribs to the back ribs. Hold. We're going to lower into a hollow belly hold. So a hollow belly hold, it's a really an exaggerated scoop in of the belly towards the lower back. So roll down. Straighten your legs to where you can keep them. Arms reaching. And scoop in nice and deep. And breathe. 8, 7. Keep pulling in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to your teaser, but bend your knees. Everyone, grab your legs. So teaser and boat are very similar. So Pilates is called a teaser, obviously. We're going to do teasers. If your hip flexors are really tired by now, put your feet down. It's not a big deal. Make sure you're still working your core. Otherwise, legs bent or straight in the air. Let's take our arms up and keep your legs where they're at as you roll your spine down. Arms go overhead. Inhale. Exhale, roll back up to that teaser, a V-sit. Inhale, arms lift. Tilt your pelvis first to roll down. Breath in, breath out, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower back returns to the mat. 1 more, all the way up. And lift and hold. Good, turn your palms forward. We have 5 lat holds. Squeeze wide, reach. 4, reach. 3, 2, 1, and lie all the way down. Bend your knees. We're headed into it. More intermediate advanced bridging. So knees bent, feet hip width apart, and lift your hips up into the air. So we're not doing hip rolls where we roll up and roll down. We're just lifting our seat now. So take a moment and shift weight off of your head and neck and into your seat and your hamstrings. Keeping your pelvis very still, lift your right leg into a tabletop. If this is enough for you, stay here, or lengthen it to the ceiling. And now, flex your ankle, lower your leg to the height of your left thigh, and lift that leg back up with a point. Again, lower, and lift. Now, if you could go lower than that left thigh, go for it. But you're not letting your pelvis drop. It stays up unless you feel it in your lower back. Then you would need to drop your pelvis slightly. Good. So your left glute and hamstring are engaged the whole time. Nicely. 1 more, lower and lift. Hold that lift of your leg. Still squeezing the left glute. Draw little circles with your right leg on the ceiling. Again, challenging the ability to stabilize your pelvis. Reverse your circles. Sometimes I notice I go down. If you need to take a break, you would take it. Otherwise, we're going to stay in that bridge, lift the left or second side, and extend, and then flex lower to the height of the right thigh, point lift. So just start there. 1 more to that height. Good. And then maybe you could go lower. There's a lot of small muscles in the lower back that we're working here to stabilize our spine. So again, it's whatever you can do. We always want to master the range of motion before we progress into a range. 2 more. And 1. Reach that leg up. If your left leg isn't turned on, I need you to reach it even higher. Oh, that was great. Draw little circles. She was already turned on, but she found a little extra oomph. Reverse your circles. Your bent knee, the one that's not moving, it's still. It's very still. Take out any shifting side to side. Good. 1 more breath in and out. And then bend that knee. Toe ball heel, that foot down. Reach your arms overhead. Good. And since we're up high, you'll probably notice some part of your hand can touch the mat. That's fine. Now start to close the ribs, lowering your chest away from your chin. Roll down to the upper, middle, lower back. Your arms might lift as you return all the way down. Awesome. Straighten your legs mat distance apart. We're going to do some neck pulls, which is a horrible name for the exercise. You all know how I feel about that. You don't pull on your neck, okay? Anchor your heels down, toes up, hands to the back of the head, elbows in your peripheral vision. Now just curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades. So right now, my head's gently resting into my hands. I'm not going to change that pressure as I round up and over the rest of the way. Now restack your spine, and then draw your front ribs to your back ribs as you hinge. Squeeze your seat, pull your abs in, get nice and long. Now tilt your pelvis and roll down. I'm shaking on the first one. Now, if you didn't like hands to the back of the head, you can reach your arms forward. But start with that same curl to your shoulder blades. So here, B's gonna leave her hands there. I'm gonna reach my arms forward and round up and over our legs. And then we can return our hands where they were. Sit all the way up tall. One vertebrae stacks above the other, and then hinge back. Stay long through the upper back, and tilt and roll down. Good. Now a little faster. Inhale to start to lift. Exhale up and over. Inhale. Stack your spine above your pelvis. Continue to inhale. That's a long one as you lean back. Then a long exhale to roll back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rise up. And lean and tilt and roll down. Good. One more time. All the way up and over. Now, as you restack your spine, think about drawing your sit bones down. Good. And literally placing one vertebra on top of the next. Then tilt your pelvis and slowly roll all the way back down. Awesome. Squeeze your legs together as one. Reach your arms overhead. Take a breath in. Now, on your exhale, you remember atomic teasers or atomic roll-ups. It's been a long time since we've done these. So we're going to actually bend our knees, roll up until we're in a teaser position, but we use a little more power to get there. So let's go all the way down. If you can lower your heads but keep your heels lifting, or keep your heads hovering, do that. And then exhale, pull up. Inhale, reach. Quick exhale up. Reach. Pause here. Lower your feet. I just decided, because I did it once, that we're all going to put the towel between our knees. It's my fault. You can blame me. So start down or up, your choice. Reach long, squeeze that towel and pull in. And lengthen. And in. And reach. Last 4. You don't always have to move slow, but it's always controlled. 2. Last 1. Good. Let's just stay seated. Seated. Put your feet down. Take the towel all the way out. Swing your legs behind you. We're going to do a little more back extension. So I'm going to stand up because I don't want to talk into the mat. So lie all the way down. We're going to do us swimming first. Take your arms overhead. Plant your feet on the mat as well. Parallel. Now let's just start with the arms. Lift your right arm up high. Your nose can be hovering, that's fine. Lower your right arm and lift your left. Good. Now alternate. Just switch. One arm presses into the floor as the other arm picks up. So you can do this either with more of a line from your head to your toes, or you can extend your spine a little more and lift your chest forward. Now plant 2 hands back down. As you lift your right arm, lift your left leg. Lower those 2 and switch. Left arm, right leg. Continue switching. I want you to find your big range of motion right here. And then this is what you're going to try to keep as we lift both legs now off the mat, both arms off the mat. Go big. 10, 9, big. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands down. Ground down through the feet. Good. Now bend your arms to goalposts. Yeah, keep that arms hovering. Try to keep at least a little lift of your sternum. And on your exhale, dive your arms overhead. Circle them all the way around by your side for a full breaststroke. Exhale, bend and dive through your nose to a hover. And lift your sternum forward and through that arm circle. Dive, circle, lift. Exhale out. Inhale, open. Good. Take this time for a nice chest expansion. Still only coming up as high as you can control the range of motion. Last 2, full circle. Last 1, full circle, hold. Grasp one hand with the other at your seat, then lengthen your arms. Roll your shoulders open. Maybe you can squeeze your legs together Good. Ground down through the legs. Get a bigger lift through your upper body. One more breath in. Hands on your shoulders. Elbows in the air. Curl your toes. Exhale. Do a high push up. Good. Walk your hands back. Again, narrow your push up. This time our count, it's 3 counts down, 3 counts up for 5. Here we go. Inhale down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, all the way up. And down. 2, 3. Press up. 2, 3. And down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. 2 or down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Last time. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Pike your hips. Up. Stretch. One time. Lower your heels. We'll do one snake. Lift your heels. Snake through your spine. Good. And pike your hips. And this time, walk your hands back to your feet. Press your heels down. Let your upper back round. And shift your weight forward. There you got it. So her hip socket is right above her heels. Her heels are down, but they almost are going to lift. If you're super tight, soften your knees. But there's energy in the front body to stretch the back body. Take one breath in. On your exhale, roll all the way up until you're standing up tall. Keeping your arms overhead. Soften your shoulders. Add a little bend to your elbows. Lift your heels. And slowly lower your heels back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Lift. And slowly lower. One more. Lift. This time, as you lower your heels, circle your arms out and down. And breathe. Good. That's it, you guys. Feel free to comment. We can see your comments on the side. But also just know that this will be on Muddy Feet's YouTube page. So you can access it again later if you need another workout. Deb Thompson. She says, I miss you guys. We miss you too, Deb. We'd love to have you here right now. So yeah, and for those of you who know Beatrice, give her a special round of applause because she was really well behaved today.
Like never before.
All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.
That was